fucking name. That's the dumbest name I've thought. I just thought of it, okay? I don't think about song titles that much because it's part of the presentation for a song, but to me the context is more important. Long story short, I don't care about song titles, honestly. It could be the shittest song title. It might not make sense to somebody, but to me it will make sense, and the story behind it, I think it's way more interesting than the song itself. 6 months late, they call it 6 months late because the first song, which was One Chance, I finished it in March 2019. It was mastered, mixed, everything was ready except the artwork and everything like that. And at the time I was with a management team, and they never said anything about the songs. When was it gonna be distributed? When was it gonna be on Spotify and stuff like that? And they never. I tried to talk to them about that, but they just refused to talk about it for some reason, and it pissed me off, to be honest. With caffeine overdose, I used to drink a lot of coffee, like 4 cups a day, something like that. It was during my year in college in Full Sail University, and I just drank a lot of coffee just because at that time I was going through withdrawal from all the coffee that I was drinking. The obvious ones are One Chance, Elmore, and Broken Heart. One Chance, the vocal goes, ooh, give me one more chance. Elmore is a poem, a love poem in French, which I found in Splice. And kept it that way because it actually sounds pretty. It sounds very beautiful. I liked how it sounded. And Broken Heart, it was a vocal that I found through all the sample packs that I have. One of them has like sound pre-reading or something like that. I found the vocal and I went like, yeah, I'm just gonna chop it up and make it my own song. And that's what happened. It literally has like a verse, pre-chorus, and a chorus. Delayed. Delayed it's called because I have an Ovation Peak. And I used the preset delay action. It was also around the time where I was done with the management team that I was with, and yeah, it has a double meaning. One is the preset that I used from the peak, and the other one is because it was delayed because of the management team, and that's it. That's delayed. Now for caffeine overdose, the whole thing of caffeine overdose makes no sense to anybody but me. That's what I found funny. No coffee. I literally ran out of coffee while making that song. I used to wake up in the morning and go like, "Yep, coffee time." made some coffee, but then I ran out of coffee, and I just made no coffee. That's it. Garden of Eternal Fortunes. So Garden of Eternal Fortune was by the time I was reading a manga called Made in Abyss. In Made in Abyss, there's a flower called Eternal Fortune, and it's a pretty white flower, and every time that I play the song, it just kind of reminded me of that flower, so I just call it Garden of Eternal Fortune. Space Glitter. So Space Glitter, I had a preset. I made a preset called Space Glitter. I did it in, it was the first preset that I made in Pigments. It was at the time, it was a new plugin. It had a bunch of sound possibilities and stuff like that. I messed around with it. I did a little demo that went up and down randomly on which scale? Oh yeah, the F scale, the minor scale. I made a little demo. I didn't like it, messed around with it, and that's it. I could have called Space Glitter "You're My Everything" because Space Glitter is one of the few that, the only one from Caffeine Overdose that has a vocal. But I didn't want to call it "You're My Everything" because it sounded very corny, and I prefer Space Glitter, to be honest. It was called Space Glitter from the beginning and I stuck with it. So the new one, Hummingbird. I saw a hummingbird outside the window and thought of the song, and that's it. I was making the song, in the final stages of the song, I saw Hummingbird and I was thinking about the song and I just decided to call it Hummingbird. That's it. That's literally how I name stuff. I just think about it in the moment and I'm like, yeah, that works. That works, yeah. I don't know, some of my songs don't make sense to some people. Some of my song titles don't make sense to some people. For example, No Coffee or yeah, No Coffee is the one that I think. Yeah, Hummingbird. Probably gonna. I'm not gonna spoil what Hummingbird is. I have a preview coming up, but the one that as of now doesn't make sense to anybody else but me will be No Coffee, and I don't care. People are gonna listen to No Coffee either way. It's a great song, in my opinion. I don't know what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I have a new song coming up next month on the 19th of March. I hope you guys support it as much as you did with the last song, Broken Heart. The support for Broken Heart was tremendous. I really appreciate it. It's gonna be a bit different than the stuff that I usually do, but don't worry. If you don't like this song, you're gonna like the next one, I promise. But if you guys have any other questions that you wanna ask me or something like that, you can leave it in the comments. It could be personal, it could be a meme, could be something stupid. I don't care. If I think that's interesting for me to answer, I'll answer it in a video form, in a comment, or whatever. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next, the next video or something like that. I don't know. See ya.